Yo, what is good, y'all? Welcome back, Royalty Squad. I'm your host, Prince P, and we are here with another video. Y'all see the title of this joint. We are going to be reacting to some what is your hottest Dragon Ball Z take? Woo! In no respect, I love Dragon Ball Z. I love the community. Community kind of dumb sometimes. The community kind of dumb sometimes. But before we do begin this video, make sure you do hit that like button if you do enjoy it. Subscribe as well. It does help the channel a ton. Let's get started, y'all. I don't like the, if you master regular Super Saiyan, you don't need Super Saiyan 2 or Super Saiyan 3 anymore. I prefer the 2 forms to indicate how much power Goku's using. Okay, before we even read the reply, you master regular Super Saiyan. Is that really the thing? I feel like it's more so you can master Super Saiyan, but you can master each of the forms. Super Saiyan 3 just has its flaws, so there's no point even trying to. But like, Super Saiyan 2 is basically just not just a mastered Super Saiyan, to be honest, because I'm pretty sure that's what they were going for. Super Saiyan 3 was just, I'm not gonna lie, it's up there with one of the most useless changes. It looks cool and phenomenal introduction. Because what's the point of it though, you know? But yeah, I don't agree with it, to be honest. Let's read the reply. I agree, but I think the reason behind Super Saiyan 3 not being used as much is just because within the story, it's ineffective. The drawbacks aren't worth it. Exactly. That's literally what I was talking about. Super Saiyan 3 is literally one of the most pointless transformations in the grand scheme of things. Literally because who's Goku really beaten? Because he could have beaten Boo at that point in time, but he's like, I want the next generation to do it, blah, blah. That was his mindset. Cool, we get that. But besides that, what other feats, and don't mention no movies, what other feats does Super Saiyan 3 really have?
One eternity later.
Exactly. And I don't mess with the movies, bro. When they had the Dragon Fang Fist. Was it the Dragon Fist? Or what? No, I was thinking the Wolf Fang Fist. The Dragon Fist, or whatever. But like, when you have the Super Saiyan 3, that was tough. That was tough. But again, it's a movie, bro. It's tough. Now, they even speculate more on this. I feel like this wasn't the case until Super. Super Saiyan 1 was very raw and tiring form. Trunks and Vegeta pushed their power further with Grade 2 and Grade 3, but that led to even more drawbacks until Goku and Gohan mastered Super Saiyan. While not as strong as Grade 2 or 3, allowed them to maintain the form for an indefinite time. It's the only form mastered by any of the Saiyans, making it the default form. Super Saiyan 2 was instantly superior, shown through Gohan's usage to kill Cell. Then Vegeta and Goku used it during their battle against each other. I don't think either ever mastered the form. In the Buu saga, Gohan also used the form in the tournament, fighting the Bora and innocent Buu. Felt like a powerful form to me. Super Saiyan 3 was an insanely powerful form, but had way too many drawbacks to use consistently. In Z, they still needed all these forms, but it wasn't until Super where they just only used Super Saiyan, then skipped to God, Blue, and then UI and UE. Whoa, that's only in the anime. I actually encourage y'all to really read the manga. I know. Dragon Ball fans don't read. Nah, but that read it, bro. Like, it's way better than the anime. Like, the anime has its high moments, but the lows be lowing. The manga's just, it feels like a better told story. Like, I really enjoy it. And honestly, when people are like, we need the anime back, I'm like, I'd enjoy it. I'm not gonna be opposed to it, but it's like, we talk about Super the way we do, like, we love it for the community, and the manga's phenomenal. We love it for the community, but like, the anime itself has been lackluster, if we're being honest. And it's not even hate, like, because I understand like the first season or the first arc, and like, the animation was awful because of there wasn't enough time for the animators to even really get in their bag, truthfully. So yeah, like, it just had, the beginning threw it off, and then even then the story, I don't agree that Goku's super stupid, but like, they do dumb him down a bit. Like, it's like he forgets, like, it's like he forgets very vital things to his character, I'll say that. But I don't know. And even then, we're going to Vegeta as well. I think they very much underutilized anime Vegeta in Super. He is way better used in manga, where it shows its true growth. But let's go on to the next one before I just ramble. Jace is the coolest Ginyu Force member, and is worthy as the second in command. Denied. What would reply? I just want to see that Australian accent. Oi. Yeah, nah. I'll take. Mr. Satan deserves his own show.
Oi, oi.
Yeah, he's the Joe Rogan of the Zero. Adult Gohan didn't ruin his character. He just finally became a scholar like he always wanted. And he was probably suffering from some sort of childhood trauma. Okay, let me take off. Okay. When I was younger, I used to be a huge Gohan fan, right? King Gohan was cool, and I liked Kid Gohan. I liked Adult Gohan when he was in his mystic form. Growing up, rewatching the show, Gohan is the most overrated character. Oh my goodness. And I don't like the whole pacifist thing because, okay, he could be a he could be a pacifist. He's a pacifist that's already seen the show, so that was a cool job. But it's like, how do I even put this, bro? I hate how they have to keep teaching him this lesson in super parts. Even in Z, it's like, we saw what happened. Why did he stop fighting? I'm not even going to cap, like, that does not remotely make sense. In a time of peace, like, I don't know. And I like that Gohan's a scholar. It actually makes very much sense. But like, if Goku is dead realistically and he's told like, hey, you're like, I don't know, bro. And like, they had to keep hammering in the same lesson to him where it's like, oh, Gohan, you need to focus on fighting while, you know, like, bro, you could do your studies while also fighting. You can have a balance. And they told the story in the anime at least 1,000 times. We don't need it, bro. Oh my God. And the whole trauma thing, bro, no disrespect. I don't think Dragon Ball is one of those type of shows where it's like, you know, we're gonna go super mental based on that part. Where it's like, it has a great story and it has an actual deeper story that people admit to it, but it's like, it's not going that deep into it. Gohan's, he's not traumatized. I don't know, like, this is like some weird headcanon of a, I don't know, I don't believe that bar, but I don't know, he just, do I mean overrated or more underutilized? But I'm tired of the whole lessons with him kind of, you know, being both. I'm glad he has his beast form, but again, that was a ass pull. Gohan, I feel like after the Cell Saga, they stopped caring about his character. Because Gohan's not overrated until after Cell Saga. That's when he's overrated. Because Buu Saga Gohan is
Super Gohan.
And like, it's just because even when he got his ultimate form, he didn't earn it. Gohan has not earned his last two forms. He has not. Truthfully, it's all been assfuls. Even his beast form was literally just a ripoff of his Super Saiyan 2. It's annoying, dog. They don't know what to do with Gohan. That's the real take. Hot take, they have no idea what they're doing with Gohan. But okay, let's keep going with this. He was taken at 4 by a mysterious person to train. The mysterious person that he loves, by the way, like, he thinks of Piccolo as literally one of his mentors, so L point, but okay. By an enemy known as the Saiyans, sent to Namek to revive those killed by the Saiyans. Again, that he chose to go because he felt it was his duty to go and help them, but if he was truly, he didn't want to do it, he wouldn't have done it. Like, he would have let Chi-Chi, he would have listened to Chi-Chi, but he didn't, but okay. And then has to train for the upcoming threats. Again, he liked training because he liked hanging out with Piccolo and Goku. Like, these are dumb points. These points make sense if it's just in the real life. But in the world of Dragon Ball, Gohan's not traumatized. He may not like fighting as much as Goku and Vegeta, but he is still shown to like fighting. Even when they were in the Buu Saga, when they were going and fighting before Buu was Babidi, when they're fighting Babidi's men, Gohan was thrilled to fight. He's like, oh, I can't wait to show Pops what I'm gonna do. He was thrilled. They treat it like a game. We need to stop with that bull. Like, he's not, bro, in the world of Dragon Ball, this is not real life. If it was a real life kid, of course the kid would be traumatized. Of course. But in the world of Dragon Ball, no. No, it's not. Respectfully. Oh, brother. It's a Krillin take. So let's drink some water and get to it. But, oof. Krillin is the most underappreciated member of the team. People say Team 4-Star ruined everyone's opinion on Goku, but they ruined Krillin way more. He was always their front and center, ready to throw down despite always knowing he was inferior. My guy literally, he got screwed by, a little too much. He got screwed by Frieza, thrown in the ocean, and still came back to chuck death frisbees at Frieza and then taunt the motherfucker. Not to mention the amount of times he saved the team with solar flares. And he gets to go home and oh my god, I was not prepared for it. Yo, yo, wait, okay. Bro deserves way more love, and if anyone should be getting power up, I'm sorry. If anyone should be getting a power up, it's him. They should have let Goku teach him the Kaioken and let him continue to grow through that. Okay, my opinion on that take. First off, you're a nasty dude. You're a nasty dude, my boy. My brother, what the? You down bad. But honestly, I don't agree. I don't think he's underappreciated. I feel like people understand what Krillin is, especially if you watch Dragon Ball. He was one of, he still is a crucial member. Like now he's like just more so a heart of the team, but like, brother, he is human. His time has passed. There's no special power up for them. There's nothing. And I mean this in a respectful way because they do not need to BS him too. Like give him some BS power up where he's like, oh, I'm a Super Saiyan God too. Like, or I have the power of Super Saiyan God. Like, no. It makes more sense for someone like Piccolo to even get his form, which again was still more as cool too, but like that makes way more sense to someone like Krillin. Respectfully, Krillin's time has passed, okay? It's not Dragon Ball anymore. It's not even Dragon Ball Z, like the first arc where he was useful, and even Namek arc. No disrespect, his time has passed. He's a family man. He still trains occasionally, but he is not ready. He's not gonna, what is the point of that? No disrespect, like it's like, what do you truly gain from that? Like, okay, Krillin's here, but he's not gonna save the day though, you feel me? And he can still be an integral piece of the team, like an emotional part of the, like, you don't need to just be, oh, I'm super strong. I get it. And Dragon Ball, punch, 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 pow, pow, pow. But like, come on, y'all. Let's be realistic. Krillin, there's no room for a story right now for Krillin right now. Like, what are we talking? Krillin being the, like, no, let's no. Trunks should have had the same hair color as in Z and Super. Agreed. No discussion, just agreed. I think the Namek storyline restricted the rest of the series, or at minimum, had lasting consequences. Now, don't get me wrong. I love that storyline with Vegeta being awesome, Frieza, the Ginyus, Super Saiyan, etc. But I think introducing the concept of aliens and a terrifying, unbeatable emperor known as the strongest known being and dealing with them in the same story severely limited the fun adventures we got in space. I love the Saiyans being a terrifying alien race, and I love the idea of our heroes exploring new worlds and meeting new freaky opponents. But I feel as though Namek was a bad way to utilizing these concepts. Slower and smaller stories that led up to the reveal of Frieza or the Ginyus could have allowed more character moments and more explorations, and that I personally would have enjoyed more. The introduction of Super Saiyan also greatly limited what the weaker heroes could do. Dragon Ball had always predominantly had Goku as the only capable hero, but Namek explosive jumps in power as well as this legendary transformation cemented this into the series. This probably comes off as some rambling LOL, but it's just been something I've realized while recently talking about the series. I disagree, but okay, so the thing is, I like the way you said it. Everything you said actually makes sense. So kudos to you, my boy. It literally makes sense. But the thing is though, like you said before though, like, no respect, I feel like the Saiyan saga, it was such a great reveal. Like, hey Goku, by the way, everything you know about, you're a Saiyan. You're not human. That's why you were sent to these Earth. I was like, what? It wasn't the original plan, but it just filled up so many plot holes realistically. It was like, oh my God, that understands why he's so strong, like unbelievably strong. And then going to the Namek because, oh, by the way, my friends are all dead. Notice, I don't know how you're gonna make a fun adventure out of that. More than half the Z fighters were dead. And I know people are like, Dragon Ball Z has no stakes. Yeah, there was stakes in this place because Piccolo was dead. No Dragon Balls on Earth. They had to go to Namek because there's Dragon Balls over there. But guess what? The big bad terrifying Emperor Frieza also wants the Dragon Balls. I'm sorry, but no amount of little small adventures is beating that. And the concept of Super Saiyan was so revolutionary. that, yes, it literally inspired so many other things in the anime world. So it's like, I hear what you're saying, but like, and then again, even then, like you said before, Goku was already saving the day, was already saving the humans. What's upping the power now? They weren't winning. Saiyan Saga showed that they weren't winning. They died. Without Goku, they died. So now they up the stakes. Now they have Piccolo, who is like a super Namekian at a certain point, and then Vegeta, who is also a Saiyan. Gohan, a half Saiyan. They have babies, Trunks, Goten, halves, like, you feel me? What you're saying is like you want like a Dragon Ball more story. You want Dragon Ball. You don't want Dragon Ball Z, which is cool, but that's not this. Notice the humans already were outclassed. The minute the Saiyans were introduced, they got outclassed. Like, you feel me? Like, it was bound to happen anyway, because Dragon Ball was progressively going towards that. Goku was progressively getting better. It was quite obvious at a certain point he was going to be better than Krillin. It was quite obvious at the end of the series he was going to be better than Tien. I feel like the only person that was really in his way, it was like, okay, he might be a challenge, was Piccolo. I get that y'all, the humans, they're a great part of the story. But my God, guys, they are not the main point anymore. It is not Dragon Ball. They progressed the story. Y'all want Dragon Ball Part 2. It's not that. It's Dragon Ball Z. You feel me? Like, it's different. Like, it was the upgrade that needed for this series to take the up it needed. It's just an honest fact. And the way y'all say Dragon Ball Z has no story, brother, that is a phenomenal story. A Saiyan finding out his true roots. A Saiyan who was rejecting his heritage, his race, slowly accepting it, and eventually becoming the legendary Super Saiyan. That's a story. That is a plot. That is progressively going towards it. He's forced to accept it. His friends are dead. He has to force it. There's no other way. He's going against the Emperor, the strongest man in the universe. He is losing. He has to accept that. He is a Saiyan. He is the Super Saiyan. I'm sorry, that's a great story. And that is a better story than this, respectfully. And again, I'm not trying to make fun of what you're saying because it makes sense. But for the story of Dragon Ball, or Dragon Ball Z, it does not. And it would not have chopped up what we got, actually. Respectfully. A great opinion, though. I mean, I got a little, it's not even me being here, it's just like, I hear the take of the humans, like, no respect, what are you gonna do? What do you want? You want a main story of Krillin, Tien, Yamcha? Like, no, you don't. No, you don't. You literally don't. I literally remember when the manga was going on, like its ongoing phase, people were so mad when Goku and Vegeta were not the main storyline. Oh my God, Goten and Trunks are so boring. Brother, what y'all want? Like, I don't know. I don't know what y'all want. Because that's not I don't know what Dragon Ball fans want. Do y'all want Dragon Ball or do you want Dragon Ball Z? Like, Dragon Ball Super has it has flaws that you can point out. But the flaws with Dragon Ball Z that y'all has, like, what you're suggesting, you want to suggest a better story, but what you're suggesting isn't better though. Respectfully, it's not better. but it's fine. I'm not gonna lie, I don't like the massive power spikes we saw on Namek. Frieza in second form having 1,000,000 BP was just ludicrous. I would have preferred to see a flatter curve than what we saw. Okay, I'll give you that. The power levels were just off the charts there. And I don't like the Zenkai boost that was just like literally abused. I'll give you that. That was like annoying. Like, okay, Vegeta, we get it. Goku too at that point. Like, it was like, what's going on? What is going on? Ooh, I can't stand Majin Vegeta. He took a power up from a villain to fight a dead rival. He killed innocent people and started a fight while the biggest threat the Z Warriors have ever faced was emerging. His sacrifice meant nothing to me because he literally made that mess. Didn't even do any damage. Nothing badass about a man going through a midlife crisis. Okay, honestly, that's not a bad perspective. If you truly feel that, I can't say you're wrong, but that's the point of the story though. When Goku died, there was a hole in Vegeta. Pause! Not like no sus. Like, but it's like he lost his will to truly fight. Like, what was his will to live at that point? And yeah, he got a little softer with his family, but he didn't truly become that family man because he had that longing regret, like, really want to fight Kakarot. I really want to know what would have happened. It's like the regret, like, you always one upped me. No matter how hard I tried, you one upped me. And then Goku, out of nowhere, hey y'all, I'm gonna be down on Earth for like 24 hours to fight in the tournament. So, LOL, see y'all. Literally, the man's like, this is my chance. And yes, it was a midlife crisis. It was not supposed to be a badass moment. If you read the manga, it's literally him having a midlife crisis. If you actually watch Dragon Ball Z Kai, it's him having a midlife crisis. It's him saying, I don't know when the next time I'm ever going to see you again. I need this moment. Blue coming out was literally the point of, it's y'all fault. This could have been avoided. Literally in the future, Trunks beat it so quick because, oh yeah, this could have been avoided. That was literally the point of it though. It would have all been avoided. Hey, if they took the fight serious, hell, if they took this shit serious from the start, it would have been avoided. But they didn't. It was a joke to them because guess what? They got so strong, they weren't scared. They're like, we beat Frieza. We beat Cell. Who's next? Again, they're cocky, but they had every right at that point. But when they realized, oh shit, we screwed up, Vegeta said, my fault. I will sacrifice my life to fix this mess. Yes, that means something respectfully, because the old Vegeta any time before that would never have done that. Even like when the tournament started, he wouldn't have done that. I promise you, he would not have done that. He would have tried another alternative, but it's not that. He would not have sacrificed his life because he would not. He has too much pride, too much ego. That is literally the point of Vegeta's character. But yeah, I guess if that is your perspective, it's your perspective. I can't get mad at you. It's your perspective. So hey, I got you, brother. I got you. Not showing Goten and Trunks getting older throughout the series is just lazy and bad storytelling. I mean, if you read the manga, Gohan is the main character. That's not a hot take. Power levels do matter. They just aren't the end all be all thing. They just aren't the end all be all thing they were originally thought to be. I don't know why. At a certain point, no amount of skill or integrity, just say normal word. No disrespect. Why are you trying to go? No amount of skill or whatever will allow anyone to overcome a power gap. For instance, there's no way Dragon Ball Roshi would take on Frieza. Dragon Ball Super is awful about this. I will admit Dragon Ball Super does have really bad power scaling, but the anime at least, but okay. I mean, yeah, it's true. What can you say? I don't think that's a hot take though. You really deserve not a hot take. Ooh. This is a hot take. Piccolo's redemption is better than Vegeta's redemption. I want a reasoning though. Okay, better. Not only was it done better, it occurred in the arc after this version of Piccolo was introduced as the main. I'm sorry, that's on me. Was introduced as the new main villain of the series, handled better and in a fraction of time too. I don't agree, but this is actually, your reasoning was not even the best. I think about a terrible take because Piccolo's redemption, good. I liked it because you gotta see it from his point of view. He comes from the demon slug. At his point of view, he thinks he's a demon slug. He don't know anything. He thinks he's a demon slug. So it's like, you killed my father, I gotta murk you. Simple as that. Man, Lou, you know what I'm saying? He training for this jump. They finally come out, they go at it. He loses. He's like, next. Goku lets him live. He's like, okay, bet. I'll see you, I'm gonna kill you. Next time he sees him, he does not kill him. You know why? Because there's a bigger threat. You know what they gotta do? Work together. You feel me? It's just like Goku dies, and you know when he kills Raditz, he's like, he didn't tell Goku, I'm gonna have to kill you too. Basically, he's like, okay, buddy, got him too. But then he trained his son because he's like, oh, we got bigger thirst to fry. During those training sessions, him and Gohan have a way like they start bonding to the point where they form that bond. To the point where they're finding the Saiyans risked his life to Gohan. That's progression. That's progression. We could just stop it there because the rest is history. Because at that point, Piccolo's a good guy. And he did that. That was his progression. Because the minute Vegeta sacrificed himself, he was a good guy. Respectfully. He was like, yeah, ask Piccolo, you think I'm going to go to heaven? Be with Kakarot? And Piccolo's like, hell no, you're not going to Kakarot. You're going straight to hell. He's just like, pity. Okay. Look into the chin. He knew it. I see what you're saying though. I get where he's coming from, but like, don't agree because again, I believe because Vegeta's own took longer, there was just more emphasis on it as well. So I just believe that's why it was better. Just they literally wrote it to be better. But I do like this take though. That's a real hot take. So Vegito is way cooler than Gogeta. I agree. Vegito is the best fusion. You can't tell me wrong. I hate the way. I'm not gonna lie. I kind of hate the Lord of the Mail. Like, oh yeah, by the way, it's 30 minutes too. Like, no. Y'all should have made it forever still, bro. I kind of like where it's like Boo's in Boo's body. So like if that's the man, they could have done some magic to pick them apart, bro. You should have made it different, bro. But instead you made it the same. Super. That's not canon in my head. I don't care. Nah. But yeah. Okay, let's go. I fuck with it. Super Saiyan 4 is a better transformation than Super Saiyan God. And all offshoot, I especially hate Super Saiyan Blue. I really don't think the blue hair meshes with the character design well at all. I'm not gonna lie, I do agree. This is a hot take because I like Super Saiyan God, the first form. I like the way the manga did a little bit better. They should have still done it way better still. They should have like been working on Super Saiyan God more, perfecting that, worrying more about that, put more emphasis on that than going to blue. And honestly, y'all could have just, I don't think there was no need for Super Saiyan Blue. I'm being truthfully honest. And the way it was introduced was so bad. They got it off screen. But even with Super Saiyan 3, it made more sense because Goku was literally dead for 7 years. Of course, the dude is doing nothing but training. But this just like came out of nowhere. It's like, oh. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie, the design is lame. It has a lot to desire. At least with Super Saiyan God, it had a lore where, okay, kind of like a mystic form, the red hair, but Goku's a lot slimmer. You know, I was really messing with that concept, honestly, but I don't believe I think they rushed it a little. They rushed it. They definitely rushed it. Not gonna lie. But yeah, no, I agree because Super Saiyan 4, I'm not gonna lie, I like the way it was introduced better. I like the story for it. And people, they can have their opinions on, but I like the primal part of it. Like, I think that's cool too. I think both is cool because Super Saiyan God is literally God energy, which I think is also dope. I think the concept of Super Saiyan God is really cool. Both concepts are dope as hell, and they make sense for each story. Like for Super, they're dealing with a lot of gods of destruction, just gods in general. Like, feel me? They need to have God forms. It makes sense. It truly does. I like Super Saiyan God because it made sense. I would have liked the aura was cool. So Super Saiyan God aura is fire. Especially the blue one too. It's cool. I like the aura. Just the design itself. Super Saiyan God design, cool. Super Saiyan Blue. And Super Saiyan 4 design is phenomenal. It's one of the most distinct Saiyan forms as well too. So it also, I like that as well. Like it distincts itself. Dragon Ball GT did a lot wrong, and I mean a lot wrong. Because I'm not a GT defender. It has its highs, but it has its lows. And a lot more lows than highs, respectfully. It's a fun series if you turn your brain off. But Super Saiyan 4 was done so well. It literally made up for a lot of it. No disrespect. It definitely did. It was done so good. So good. Honestly. And Baby, he was a great villain. He was not great. He was a good villain. He was a really good villain. I don't like Team 4-Star. Your opinion is not good. All right, y'all. I'm gonna end it right there then. Thank y'all so much, man, for watching this. Thank y'all so much. I really do appreciate y'all. This was so much fun. I love Dragon Ball. I really, truly do. So doing this was tons of fun. I'm not gonna lie. If you did enjoy this video, make sure you hit the like button. It helps a ton. Subscribe as well. Join this family, man. Join the family royalty squad. We mess with it. Anyway, y'all, I'm out.
In audio.